Okej, po prostu. Zacznijcie, to jest chapter 2, tak? Chyba tak. Już odpalam, zobaczymy. Kolejny chapter. Działa to tu? Działa, okej. Head above water. Yeah. Ostatnio ktoś tam umarł i musimy teraz zobaczyć, co z tym. Aha, tu mam mikrofon, nie muszę tego przestawić. Dobra. I zapomniałem, że znowu jest za głośno. Okej. Okay. I stare in horror at the corpse floating gracefully in the water. That corpse, of course, used to be my friend, Marie. The way her body drifts almost makes her look alive. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is that Marie? No, what's going on? A few more people rush into the room. Oh my lord, like poor Ophelia, our sweet, sweet Marie. What's going... And he's just silent. Oh no, is she okay? Did something happen to Mar... Oh no. Other group arrives. What the hell is going on in here? Fuck. What the hell? Someone actually fucking died? Marie? Is there a chance she's still alive? There is no way I can tell she's been here for a while. She was dead by the time I found her. Hey, aren't we missing some people? Yeah, right. We are missing Tamako and August. You're right. We are missing Tamako and August. Don't worry, she's right here. Is that blood? Yes. Finally. Mam nadzieję, że to nie ona zabiła, to było obvious. Is that Marie? Is that Marie? What's going on? Marie's dead. That's what's going on. Marie is dead in that tank and there is nothing we can do to bring her back. We are never going to eat her breakfast again. We're never going to talk to her again. I'm never gonna see that smile again. I'm sorry, Maya. But what now? What do you know now that she's dead? You investigate! Huh? Remember, you guys gotta have a class trial. If you don't guess the culprit, you all die and they get to go free. Oh yeah, I guess you did mention that when we first got here. Well, now it's time to get ready. You have some time to investigate before the trial, so I suggest you get to it. Investigate? So we really have to do this? And we have to figure out who is it or we die? I guess we should start investigating. I guess. Well, that was fast, okay. Okay, Maya, get it together. Do it for Marie. Investigate. Weird, the water level lowered. Oh yeah, no shit, it lowered. She had to get in somehow, and the only way to get in is that hatch we found. Look, it's gone exactly up to the bottom of it, meaning the water came out when it opened. Okay, so we know the hatch was open at some point to let the water out. Aquarium water level added the truth bullet. Yeah, that's obvious. Hey 4, is there anything weird that you noticed? Leave me alone. Come on, aren't we all working towards the something? Not necessarily, you might be the killer. Well, I'm not. Can't you tell me anything? Fine, but only because it's obvious. Then again, I guess it wouldn't be obvious for a dunce like you. Spit it out already! Fine, do you see her body? From here you can see her wounds. Her wounds? Where do you think all that blood is coming from, Dance? If you look closely, her whole body has various scratches and bruises, especially around her hands and legs. Does that mean there was a struggle? Congrats, Sherlock! You solved the mystery. Do you want your prize now? Lay off already. Is there anything else? Yes, as you can see, most of the blood is coming from her head. It seems like she suffered some kind of head wound. It must have been pretty deep in order to draw that much blood. So she's covered in small cuts and bruises, especially on her hands and legs, and when there is one big wound on her head. Mary's body. Added a truth bullet. Okay, co mamy tutaj? Hey Maya, did you notice this huge blood stain? Oh yeah, it was one of the first things I noticed when I walked in. How do you think it got there? I bet Tamako tortured her or something before drowning her. Probably took a bunch of her blood for blood stuff. You think Tamako did it? How could I not? She was the last one to come in, and she was covered in blood. I guess whatever happens, I bet this bloodstain will help us figure it out. Acquiring bloodstains added a true bullet. Masz coś, Monokuma? Hey Maya, I got something for ya. I doubt this can be any good. I think you'll appreciate it a lot. It's the very first Kirakuma file. The what? Kirakuma file, take it. Kirakuma hands us me tablet, which I then turn on. Inside is a list of the details relating to Mary's death. Wait, nie sprawdziłem, czy to się w ogóle nagrywa. Oczywiście, że się nagrywa. Jestem paranoiki. The victim is Mary Phillett, the superhouse club volunteer. Time of death was early in the morning at 6 a.m. Body was discovered at 7 a.m. Aha, czy tylko godzinę. Różnicy. Wait, 7 was when 4, Victoria, Camille and I found her. Didn't Hunter find her first? That's correct. In the Freedom Academy killing semester we have a somewhat loose definition of discovery. Body here isn't discovered until it's found by exactly 3 people. Once 3 people have seen it physically, it has been discovered. And you know who the killer is, right? Of course, if I didn't, the trial wouldn't be very fair, right? Alright, that must be there's some kind of surveillance system. I get back to reading the Kirakuma file. The cause of death is unknown. Unknown? Czyli, że albo utopienie się, albo uderzenie w głowę. Zakładam, że uderzenie w głowę raczej niż utopienie się. Bo ciężko było w ogóle wrzucić takiego Well, jest z drugiej strony. Skąd pojawiłaby się ta plama na tym, skoro woda była wypuszczona? Byłaby zmyta, jeżeli wypuściliby wodę dopiero po zabiciu. Więc wydaje mi się, że ktoś próbował otworzyć ten hacz wcześniej i ktoś inny to zauważył. I dopiero potem się stało coś brzydkiego. Takie to moje przypuszczenie na początek na razie. Well, I know it, but I can't just go around giving you spoilers. You have to figure it out on your own. So does that mean the cause of death plays some kind of part in revealing the killer? Rightio, figuring out the cause of death is just one step on the road to finding the killer. Taking away a learning opportunity would make me a bad headmaster, would it not? So you left it out to make the trial more interesting. I get back to the Kirakuma fire. Maya's body was found in the aquarium tank. That's it, we already know that. The only thing that this told me is the time of death. Like I said, I can't tell you everything. Ah, stupid frog bear. Kirakuma fire, add the truth bullet. Okej, możemy stąd iść. Tu pewnie jest class trial, co nie? Hey, when you guys done investigating, go on through this door. Okay, yeah, sure. Hey Maya, do you think you could look at the floor? You sure? Sure. I look at the floor to see water. The hallway floor is covered in wet spots leading from the aquarium to the office. Someone might slip on that, you know? Koji, I think you found a clue. Really? Nice! High five! I high five Koji, you got it. You're investigating. I wonder in the hallway. Okay, the office. To jest office. Czy to coś powinno być w takim razie? Maya, it's so tragic. Yeah, Mary died so young. Not that. Check the trash can. Huh? I look at the trash can. Wet paper? Not just any paper. That was a manga. It wasn't working. I was working on it, and it's ruined. You can't even read it anymore. Who would do that? Ruin my manga and throw it in the garbage? It's wet. This might be important. We need to find who did this and punish them. Leona's manga added to the truth bullet. Okay. Czyli ktoś próbował ten... Coś masz? Hey Kami, you have good memory, right? Of course! What would you like me to remember? Remember the order of people who came in after we found the body? Ah, so you want me to list that way. So is that? Very well then. We were in the first group to discover the body. In that group was you, me, Miss Hester, and 4. After that came Ricardo, Chet, Caesar, Leona, and Koji. I'm assuming Hunter went door by door, meaning he got to the boys last, which is why the second group is mostly boys. After that group came Kokona, Ash, Hunter, and Oliver. I'm assuming it took some extra persuasion from Hunter to get them to wake up. The final two to arrive were August and Tamako. Okay, I think I got that down. Thanks, Kami. Anytime. Time is a Canada the truth bullets. That's nice. Ona się przyda. Jest po sumie spoko, nie jest zła. Lunch, okay. Hey Hunter. Ah! Did they scare you? Whatever, I'm just a little shaky, ignore it. So, you were the first person to find Mary, right? Yeah. Do you think you could tell me about what you saw? Yeah, alright. So I got up pretty early because I wanted to check on, you know, the thing. I actually went into the aquarium at about around 6:45. I didn't think anyone would be there, but then I saw all of it. I immediately ran to wake everyone up and you know the rest. Did you see anything strange besides the body, I guess? If you mean suspicious, then yeah, I did something pretty weird. I did see something really weird. Or at least I think I did. What did you see? Was it the killer? I mean, maybe. So when I saw the body and realized what it was, I kinda freaked out and bolted as fast as I could. But on the way out, I think I saw something out of the corner of my eye. What was it? Some kind of shadow hiding behind the stairs that go up to the top part of the aquarium. Wait, so you might even seen the killer? Well, at the time I thought it was my eyes playing tricks on me. I just saw a dead body, you know, it messes me up. So if that's true, then at 6 someone was still in the aquarium. Okej, nie wiem co się skąd wziąłeś tą konkluzję, ale okej. Hey. Greetings, Maya. If you are investigating, I would suggest checking Tamako's room. It's quite foreboding. Tamako's room? I'd rather not say. Just see it for yourself. Tamako... to jest tu, tak? Tamako's room. Greetings, Maya! Look, you got... Looks you got the blood cleaned. Oh, what the hell? Okay, on Tamako's floor is the scene of some kind of depraved ritual. Lit candles, chalk-drawn sigils and blood splatters littered the ground. I have to walk around all of it just to get around the room. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay. God fucking disgusting. Hey, I guess you showed up with Tamako, right? What's the deal with that? Yeah, it's a bit of a long story, so I woke up pretty early, so I decided to get something to snack on from the kitchen. On the way there, I heard someone coming. I figured I'd wait and see who it was, and lo and behold, it was Tamako. But there was one thing off. She was covered in blood. I decided to follow her and see what's going on. So she goes into her room, but the weird thing is she leaves her door open. So I watch for a while, trying to make sure she doesn't notice me. Eventually I go in and confront her. I grill her for a while, asking about what she's doing and where the blood is from, but I don't get much. Guess that's around the time Hunter started getting people. He came to Tamako's room and saw us talking and told us to get to the aquarium. So I took Tamako with me, and that's where we joined the group. I see, so that means Tamako was doing this early in the morning. Tamako, what the fuck is wrong with you, and why do I love you? So, do you have some kind of explanation for yourself? Of course! I was using the blood as a way to converse directly with Bizaliot. Who? Bizaliot, king of the 7th layer of hell. 17th layer of hell. I wanted to ask him for advice. You are using the blood to perform demonic rituals, to talk to Bizaliot, yes. Yes, I was asking for help finding the escape hatch. That's twisted, man. Aha, to mamy uwierzyć po prostu, okej. So, this was some kind of ritual. Looks like it's fucking weird. That girl is batshit crazy, I tell ya. And that ain't even the worst of it. Check this shit out. Victoria proceeds a small bag. Inside are vials of blood. Yep, apparently that fucker took quite a bit of Mary's blood after doing her off. That's disturbing. Alko zrobione the truth bullets. To nie jest na pewno jej krew. Tego co nie może być aż tak oczywiste. Jak to jest aż tak oczywiste, to ja chyba kończę tę serię. Bo to nie może być aż tak oczywiste. Hej, może ty coś masz? O. Czekaj, znowu się spotykamy z nim? Dobra, czekaj, z nim pogadamy. What was that deal with all the blood on Tamako? Yeah, that was pretty strange. Not only was she the last person to show up, she was covered in blood. And the weirdest part is that she pretended to be surprised by Mary's body as if she didn't do it. Oh yeah, I guess she did act kind of surprised. God, what a weirdo. I'll be glad to see her punished. Tamako's appearance dead. Not okay. Wow, mamy już... Widzicie, że nie jest faktycznie mordercą, to było zbyt proste, to po pierwsze. Po drugie, naprawdę liczę, że nie jest mordercą, bo ją lubię. Hey Maya, how did you end up telling about the hatch? No, don't tell me it was her. Okay, so that means the hatch is involved in this, probably. Did you tell anyone else? No. So that means the only people that knew where the hatch is you, me, and her. Or at least that's what we know of. Knowledge of the hatch, added to the truth bullet. Yeah. Okay. Kitchen. Hey, Morto. Hey, Ricardo. Hello, Maya. Don't you think this whole situation screams tragedy? To think we were promised escape only for it to be taken from us. Oh yeah, Kurokuma presented the escape hatch as a motive. I wonder if we can still use it. Unfortunately not. I inquired with Kurokuma about the very thing, but received troubling news. Since a murder has occurred, the escape hatch is no longer a available motive, so it has been permanently locked. So that means we can't escape anymore? It seems so. It seems so. Escape hatch motive, yeah. Locked hatch added, yeah. Hey chat, have you noticed anything weird? Oh yeah, kinda. It's been going on for a while though. What is it? Well, for past few days I've noticed weird cuts and stuff showing up on me. Chet pulls out his sleeve to show me his arm. There was what looked like small cuts. That is pretty weird. Do you think it has anything to do with Mary? Maybe. Jeff's account. Okej, możliwe, że... Nie wiem, chyba wiem, o co chodzi z Tamako. Shit, okej. Z tym mogę jeszcze pogadać, bo on chyba coś może wiedzieć. Raczej nic nie wiem. Hej, mordo. It's rough in there. Okej. To, że się postacie klonują, ale to w sumie cool. Okej, przeszukałem wszystko. Wow, to było szybkie. It's time for a class trial. Inside the mail door is a long, dark hallway where everyone gathers. Kirkuma leads us down to the hallway to the door. He opens the door and we all begin to file in. The room is a huge glass dome leading out to the open sea where we can see fish swimming around us. Wow, we really are underwater, huh? This is way too creepy. It feels like it could crash in on us at any second. Alright, quit your yammering and get in your places. There are spots for everyone. Ooh, this looks cool. To wygląda cool, mi się podoba. To be honest, I'm vibing with this. A to będzie teraz mniej ludzi, I'll get into one of the available spots all in the circle. Cool to wygląda, muszę przyznać. The moment of truth had finally arrived. We have to find Mary's killer or we all die. I'm ready. A deadly lie. A deadly truth. A deadly trial. I'll take them all on. Trial start. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's start with basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the black and the one not deceived, everyone will graduate. So all we have to do is figure out who killed Marie. That's correct. I suggest we begin with the most obvious topic. The location when we found her body. Oh yeah, you're a lawyer, so I bet you're really good at this kind of thing. So we just gotta talk about where we found her body. Sounds easy enough. You're about to have your first non-stop debate. This will be the time when everyone will be discussing the murder and you get to put in your own input. The classmates will present their arguments and you will have the option to present certain pieces of evidence to reflect them. If you notice something suspicious in an argument, refute it, but if there is nothing wrong, proceed normally. You can only refute certain text, so if it's orange, make sure you keep an eye on. Are you ready? Prepare your argument. Okay, so I just have to look out for any inconsistencies, right? Oh, this is so confusing. Non-stop debate! Okay, dispute or proceed. So, obviously, Marie's body was found in the aquarium. That much we can agree on. Hell, I found the damn thing. Proceed. So I guess we can assume she died near where we found her. Probably, she was most likely cleaning the aquarium. I bet they drowned her in the tank and then left the body there. Dispute. Counter! Okej, nawet nie musimy argumentów podawać, chyba zaraz podamy. Huh? You say she was murdered in the tank and left there, but there is evidence that says otherwise. Evidence? What kind of evidence? The blood stain, the one on the ground floor of the aquarium. Oh yeah, it was pretty big. Are you saying it came from Marie? Where else would it come from? That brings us to another question. What was the cause of death? The cause of death, huh? That should be easy. The cause of death? Okay, I need to think about what it could have been. Ej, to działa zadziwiająco za szybko. Tak się nie robi triali, naprawdę. So, the cause of death, huh? That should be an easy one. Proceed. I mean, there's not much it could have been, right? I bet it was drowning. She was in the tank after all. No, it wasn't. Wait, it's not drowning? No, and the proof is right on her body. Her wounds. What wounds? I didn't see any wounds. Didn't you look at her body? Well, not really. Corpses are gross. Anyway, Mary's body was covered in all kinds of bruises and scratches, especially on her hands and legs. Plus, there was one huge one on her head. That's where what that big cloud of blood came from. So where did that big fucking blood splatter come from? Where did it come from? Let's see. Mary's head, obviously. It came from that wound on her head, of course. I agree, that much blood could only come from one possible wound we saw on her body, which would be the one on her head. So she hit her head. Is that how she died? So it seems obvious that she was hit on the head, which is where that blood come from, but can we rule out the possibility of drowning? Yeah, what if she was drowned and then she got hit on the head? Drowned and then her corpse getting injured. Is that possible? Nope. No, it's just not possible. Why isn't it possible? The only liquid on the ground floor was blood. If she was drowned first, her body would have been soaking wet. Yeah, there was a bunch of blood, but I didn't see any water. So that means she was killed outside of the tank and then shoved inside. That's what it fucking sounds like. So we just need to figure out what happened that caused that injury, right? Exactly. So we discuss the murder method, and hopefully we'll uncover some new information. Okay, uncover the murder method. I'm back! It's not something that will feature something new that hasn't been in previous ones. You have the ability to agree with people. If you agree with someone, you can present evidence to back up their point, which can help move the argument forward. The difference between arguments that you can dispute and arguments that you can agree is that disputable arguments are orange and agreeable arguments are blue. Good luck. The method of murder. So we just gotta figure out how to cook. From the looks of it, the cause of the injury was blunt force. So it was blunt force trauma. Then we need to figure out the weapon. Maybe it was a hammer. Hammers are super blunt. Proceed. What if there wasn't no weapon, but something much more unique? Unique? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What if the weapon was part of the room itself? Agree. Yes. You agree with me? Looks like the gods are smiling down on me today. Don't let it go to your head, Cardo. Anyway, I agree that she was killed by the room itself, specifically the floor. The floor, so I was saying. She was pushed, something happened on the upper part of the aquarium and ended up her falling to the ground level and hitting her head. If she was shoved hard enough, it would have enough force to crack her skull open. And you said she was covered in scratches and stuff, right? That must have been from the fall or any kind of fight beforehand. So she must have fought whoever offed her, but they gained the upper hand. So they threw her off the ledge and smashed her skull. And then they put her body in the water. Exactly. But why? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Maybe they were trying to hide the cause of death. Make it look like an accident or something. Plus, since they threw her body in, we couldn't really get to it. If we had access to it, we could have been able to check it out more closely. I mean, we've already gotten pretty distracted with the whole cause of death thing anyway. So killer is basically wasting our time. That's bullshit. So we know how she died for sure, right? I think we at least have a good idea of what happened. So what else should we discuss? I say we talk about the most suspicious person in the room. Oh yeah, her. Suspicious? Do we really have suspect? Suspicious? Do we really have a suspect? Yes, Tamako, it's you. You're the suspect. Gasp. Looks like we are about to start talking about Tamako. I need to pay attention to everything people are saying. I'm a suspect? Why am I I'm a suspect? Why am I a suspect? Are you for real? Are you for real? You walked into an aquarium with blood all over your clothes. Proceed. So what? Everyone gets a little blood every once in a while. Are you serious? I bet she killed Mari so she could use her blood for creepy demon shit. Proceed. These accusations are so harsh. These accusations are so harsh. I'm no killer. There is no way I killed Mari. Yeah, right. You reek of suspicion. God, I need to think. O nie! Czy któryś muszę ten... I'm a suspect? Why am I a suspect? Are you for real? You walked into the aquarium with the blood all over your clothes. Proceed. So what? Okay. Are you serious? Okej, nie wiem, czy to zadziała. Agree. That's true. She was doing weird demon shit. If you went into her room, there was this weirdo ritual set up on the floor with candles, symbols, and bloodstains. The bloodstains? What could she possibly have been doing? From what she told me, she was trying to talk to a demon named Bezilat. Bezilat? What a ridiculous name. How dare you speak ill for him? He's an elder demon that could smite you where you stand. Holy shit. I was trying to ask him for advice on finding the escape hatch. Oh yeah, the escape hatch. Whatever happened to that thing? Is it really that to the case at all? Oh yeah, Maya, should we tell them? About what? Were you two hiding something about the case? Well, you see, we knew where it is. And so did Marie. Yeah, that. I found it, so I told Maya, and then she told Marie. And you didn't use it? I figured she should get Marie to use it, since I trusted her to get help if she got out. But then that happened. So where was the escape hatch anyway? Can we still get out? It's at the bottom of the aquarium and we can't get out anymore. Apparently it's been locked. That's right, since someone died, we don't need the motive anymore, so it's been locked, right? So locked tight. So we lost our chance at escape and someone died instead. This is our fault. This is your fault, you know that, right? If you had just used it, maybe we could have gotten help by now, and maybe Marie wouldn't be dead. Don't you understand the urgency of the situation? If you find the escape hatch, you fucking use it. Now we've lost our chance at reaching the outside world and someone is fucking dead. I'm sorry. Sorry isn't not gonna fucking cut it. What the hell are we gonna do? I don't know. Stop fucking crying and playing the victim. Take some goddamn responsibility. Hey, lay off, asshole. What? Instead of blaming each other for this, why don't we get back to discussing the murder? Now, Ash, shut up, Maya, stop crying. Obviously isn't your fault, unless you're the one who cracked her skull open. You're right, sorry for getting all emotional. Just forget about it. Let's get back to Tamako. So did you get the blood from Marie? From Marie? Huh? Of course not. Are you seriously still trying to play innocent? I'm serious, the blood isn't from Marie. Then where is it from? Well, you see, as if I'd spill my ancient secrets to mortals like you. The origins of blood is lost secret, known only to me and the older ones. No humans could comprehend my vast knowledge. She's going fucking bonkers. You don't need to know where blood is from, just know that I'm not Mary's killer. But we need to know where it's from, so that we know you didn't kill her. Absolutely not, that's blasphemous, ridiculous. Looks like we're gonna have to figure out what's going on through her ramblings. Looks like I'm gonna have to interpret whatever she's saying to find the truth. That's the debate. Tell us where the blood is from. Never! I'll never tell you! She had to have gotten it from Mary's body, right? Where else would it come from? Proceed. Maybe it's her own? What if she was using her own blood? What? That way she wouldn't have to hurt anyone. Proceed. Her own blood? That's so gross. Is it not from Mary? And then where is it from? Maybe she got it before today in a way that nobody would notice. How would that even be possible? It had to have been Mary, right? There's no way it came from anyone else. She absolutely got it from Mary. Proceed. Yeah, we're not getting anywhere. I'm telling you, if the blood is in Mary's. There is so much going on, I need to pick apart what people are saying. Okay. Proceed. Wydaje mi się, że to będzie to. There is actually another possibility for where the blood came from. Another possibility, what is it? Chet, do you think you could tell them about what you've been finding? Wait, are you saying, oh no, what is it? For the past few days, I've noticed little cuts on my arms and other parts of my body. Has she been taking blood from me? Well, Tamako. Well, I needed blood from someone, and you got it from me? You've got plenty of it. You won't miss a pint of it or two. You've got plenty of it. You won't miss a pint or two.
O Boże, dwie postacie, które lubię i mają jeszcze kontakt ze sobą jakiś. To szkoda, że taki negatywny, ale może się to shipuje ich.
Pint? Is that why I've been so lightheaded lately? At least you're not dead, it's fine. At least you're not dead, it's fine. Wait, so that means Tamako didn't take Mary's blood? That's what it looks like. I guess we can rule out Tamako using Mary's blood for that ritual. Then we're back at square one. What are we supposed to talk about now? What about her office? Oh yeah, there was a wet trial leading to the office. I bet that has something to do with it. And then in the office, my poor manga. We need to find the criminal that discarded my manga. So we will talk about the office, I guess. Looks like we're talking about the office now. I need to think about the possibilities of what could have happened there. Okay, so when I left this aquarium after we found Mary, there was water on the floor. Maybe the killer planned on causing someone to slip and die. That was their master plan. Yeah. Then on the inside, what did you guys find? On the inside, in the trash can, my manga! It was tarnished. It was absolutely horrible. Someone's trying to sabotage me. They're trying to ruin my career. Yeah. So they ruined your manga. How? It was strange, absolutely soaked. You couldn't even make anything out. I'm sure the criminal who killed Mary did that too. But that's true. But why would they tamper with some manga? That doesn't make any sense. I need to think, okay. If it wasn't the killer, then who was it? Yeah, she's right, okay. Dobra, czyli nie to. Hunter. I think the killer ruined your manga, but I don't think it was just for the purpose of ruining it. What are you saying? I bet you that the manga getting ruined was colorated damage. Colorated damage. Colorated damage. I'm stupid. Colorated damage? Are you saying the manga getting ruined was part of the killer's plan? But what would drive someone to do this? I cannot wrap my head around it. Daję mu w ogóle inny głos teraz, świetnie. Maya, what are you suggesting? Is the reason manga was destroyed? The reason? I feel like I can figure it out based on the info I have. To absorb water, to hide a note. To absorb water. Yeah, if you think about it, to shove Maria into the tank, the killer would probably get soaking wet in the process. Wet? Not like that, you virgin. Virgin? Anyway, what I'm saying is that the killer was probably covered in water, so they needed to dry off. Are you trying to say that the killer used the manga to dry off? That's exactly it. It's fucking stupid using manga to dry off, as if... Yeah, it's kinda far-fetched, don't you think? Looks like I'll take some convincing to get them to believe me. This whole idea of using the manga as a towel is so stupid. Wouldn't the towel be a way better option? Proceed. Yeah, why would they use my manga? There is no reason they would ruin my manga. This whole thing is just grasping at straws. After killing Mary, the killer could have easily gone and get the towel. Nie mógłby. That's just ain't it, Chief. The killer wouldn't have been able to get a towel. What makes you so sure of that? Because someone saw the killer. What? The hunter was walking out. He saw someone hiding behind the stairs, but was in too much of a rush to see who it was. And he didn't fucking check to see who it was? I thought I was just seeing things at the time. I had just seen a dead body. Give me some slack. So I guess the killer wouldn't have had time to get back to their room. How can paper possibly be that absorbent? I mean, they did use my entire manga. That's a lot of paper. If they used enough, I suppose they could have dried off. But that still doesn't get us anywhere. Actually, I think it does. Huh? First, I think we should get down all the details of the case, though. As for figure something out. First off, the killer saw Mari early in the morning in the aquarium. You can assume this has something to do with the escape hatch. On the upper level, some kind of physical conflict arose that resulted in Mary being thrown off the side and cracking her head on the ground. That does make me wonder. She must have hit the ground in a particular way to have had her head smashed like that. Perhaps the killer didn't intend to be a killer. Anyway, the killer collected the body and tossed it into the tank, possibly to throw off and hide the true cause of death. After that, they probably heard someone coming and hid behind the stairs. After Hunter left, they probably snuck out into the nearest room to dry off, as they would have gotten wet while throwing Mari into the tank. In there, they used Leona's manga to dry off. Perhaps they thought they would be able to find towels. After that, they wouldn't have had to rejoin the group somehow. Hunter, I need to ask you something. Huh? What is it? Was there anyone that wasn't in their room when you went to get everyone? Well, there was August, but I know he was in Tamako's room. Yeah, I was talking to her when he came to get everyone. And did you see him? No, but I heard Tamako talking to him. You heard Tamako talking to him? Yeah. What was she saying? I mean, I couldn't really make it out. Maya, I think you've noticed something suspicious. Maybe. Something is suspicious about the conversation Tamako apparently had. I need to think of what it is. Guess what? You're about to play a fun little minigame at the process of the trial. The game is called Hangman's Labyrinth. If you ever played Hangman, you know that you're supposed to guess the right letter to find the answer. In this version of Hangman, you already know what letters to pick. You just have to pick them in the right order, but there's a catch. You will have to hunt down the letters in the maze. Letters will be running away from you. so you'll have to corner them. However, while you're chasing the letters, you will also be chased. There are 4 ghosts haunting the maze, and if they catch you, they'll send you back to the starting point. So watch out for them. Are you ready? Let's begin. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hangman's Labyrinth. The word you're looking for has 6 letters. Boo. O, okej, to od razu mnie zabiło. Yeah, that isn't the next letter. Okej, o mój Boże. To będzie smutne, to jest smutne. Hej. O. O nie, to jest głupia minigierka. No. Aha, fajnie. Coś tu jest? A, nie ma nic, świetnie. O mój Boże. This isn't the next letter, okej, świetnie. T tutaj mamy, o, może być T. This isn't the next, nie jest T. R, okej, ry. R jest pierwsze. Nie łap mnie. Okej, L raczej nie jest drugie. Okej, nie. To też raczej nie jest. Musi być jakaś spółgłoska raczej. Raczej sama głoska. Re może być i. Ra. Okej. O mój Boże, nie. Nie, to za gówno. This is the next letter. O nie. Read. Ritu. Okay, ritu something. Ritual. Okej, mam to. Ritual, tylko teraz muszę to A złapać jakoś. Ej, A. Ritual NL. O, jestem. Złap to L. Ritual. Hangman's gun. Yes. The ritual, huh? You can't just yell like that after being silent for a while. What about ritual? Ritual by Zalot. Ritual that Tamako was using to summon Bizalot. Bizalot. Biz coś. Maybe what you heard wasn't a conversation, but a chant as part of a ritual. I guess that would make sense. I feel like I should have been able to make it out, but if it were some other language, it wouldn't have been able to understand it. Hey, it's starting to sound like you guys are accusing me of lying. That's because you fucking are. Wait, Agus, really? May I ask why we aren't asking Tamako about this? I mean, Tamako isn't exactly a reliable witness. She's right. She's right. Wait. Are we really accusing August? Yeah, are you guys seriously accusing me? Don't you think this is a bit much? Yeah, don't you think we should get some more concrete evidence? We don't need it. If you think about it, it's the most likely suspect several reasons. First off, he was able to go to the office and dry off after everyone gathered. He was probably able to rejoin the group and use Tamako as an alibi. That's pretty serious accusation. You can't just throw it at me like that. He knew Tamako would go along with it, so he latched onto her to protect his own alibi. Is Tamako really that impressionable? Yep. Yep. Then tell us if that's true or not. Nope. Hey now, you can't really expect to just suddenly place the blame on me, right? I'm pretty sure that's the exact situation you're going through right now. Come on, Maya. You can help me, right? I'm an innocent, you know me. Huh? Are you innocent? Well, is August innocent? No. August lied. What? He said he saw Tamako coming out of this aquarium, but that clearly must not be true. She hadn't seen the body until she arrived with everyone else. I can't confirm that much. I never went into the aquarium until all of you were in there. Are you serious? That's crazy. You know that you're accusing me of murder, right? Tamako isn't covering you anymore, August. Tamako isn't covering you anymore, August. You're believing her? She's the one who's performing demonic rituals while a murder is going on. Potem przecież August wylatuje, a Tamako żyje. August, please stop. Fuck no! Yeah! I'm not gonna sit around while guys accuse me of murder. Don't you understand this is serious? It looks like he knows his goose is cooked. You assholes better give me real solid evidence if you expect me to say I'm a murderer. Calm down, August. Calm down? You expect me to calm down? Yes, because I'm going to give you a chance to prove yourself. Huh? Well, Maya is... Right, Maya? Huh? What? August, you're going to give us your thoughts on the entire case. Give us a summary of everything, even if you think we already know. You're also going to give your perspective on the events that occurred. Maya, you're going to listen closely and pick apart his argument to discover whether or not he's telling the truth. Why me? Because I know you have the guts to do it. I guess I'll agree to that. I'll prove you all that I'm innocent. Then I guess I'll have to do this too. Hi, I'm back with another tutorial. We're about to have a rapid fire argument, or an RFA. This is where someone's giving their testimony and you have to pick it apart as they speak. The accused will give their statements and you will have to pick proper responses after each line. Be careful though, if you get even one wrong, you will have to start all over. Not only that, but it won't tell you which one you got wrong. Good luck and have fun. Rapid fire argument. So Mari went to the aquarium where she met the killer. This promoted a fight, most likely over the escape hatch. After that, they got into some kind of fight that resulted in Mari being pushed off the platform and hitting her head on the bottom. Next, the killer put the body in the aquarium and left her there, most likely to obscure the cause of death. This was able to obscure the true cause of death, which was blunt trauma. Since she was involved in the struggle, she had small wounds on her. Most of them were from the fight. The main piece of evidence that revealed she had been killed outside of the tank was bloodstain. Yeah? Head wound. W sumie nie ten. It can be inferred that the tank was open when the killer arrived because the bloodstain on the ground floor was. It can be interfered that the tank was open when the killer arrived because the bloodstain on the floor was untouched. Untouched. Is that enough for you? I think I got some letters wrong. I need to try again. O nie! Co zjebałem? Wydaje mi się, że to wszystko jest true. Nie, coś zjebałem. Może The Fall? Okay, czyli jednak ten, The Fall. That's all true. Mary was approached by the killer after a tank had been opened, which is why the bloodstain hasn't washed away. If the killer, who also knew where the hatch is, they would have immediately realized that she was trying to do, which is what started the fight. After throwing Mary off the ledge, the killer decided to try to hide the cause of the death by throwing her body into the aquarium tank. However, the blood stain on the ground floor and the wound on her body were enough to help us figure out the truth. So that's how Mary was murdered, but we still need to discuss the details around it. Oh, round 2, okej. O, jest ciekawe. I swoją drogą mamy już ile? 50 minut. Okej, godzinę już. Nice. Start. Next step would be Tamako's ritual, right? Tamako was performing a ritual to summon a demon named Baizalat. This involved the use of blood, candles, and various chalk-drawn sigils. That's true. She claims to have been trying to convince the demon to give her the powers necessary to escape. Nie. Trzeba się dowiedzieć, gdzie jest ten. That's false. In order to get blood, she was taking blood from both herself and Chet, who she had been taking blood from since we got there. Nie, that's false, tylko od niego. Z Cheta. When I saw her leaving her aquarium, as I saw her leaving the aquarium, I followed her to her room, where I watched her performing the ritual. Not possible. After a bit, I confronted her about it like any normal person. That's when Hunter came to get everyone. You're lying. Hell, ask him. He heard us having a conversation. That's false. After that, Tamako and I went to the aquarium together, where we found the body. That's true. This is the part where your alibi starts to falling apart. Oh, dobrze wszystko zrobiłem, nice. While the murder was going on, Tamako was performing a ritual to communicate with Baizalat, so that he would tell her where the exit is. There was nothing about granting powers. As for the blood used, there is no proof that it was her own, but there is evidence seriously suggesting it was from Chet. From the looks of it, she had been using a syringe or some other kind of tools to extract blood from him without his knowledge. As suspicious as she is, she was still surprised when she saw Mary's body, and like a certain someone, when you arrived you barely seemed surprised. The latest you could have done was act the part. As Tamako was on her way to the aquarium, you approached her and convinced her to go along with your plan to establish an alibi. However, once we found out
She hadn't actually been in the aquarium. Your alibi fell apart. Next up, why don't you talk about the killer's actions after the murder, specifically regarding the office? After the murder, the killer heard Hunter coming, so they hid behind the stairs. That's true. Surprised and in a rush, Hunter bolted out and failed to notice who the person behind the stairs was and only saw a shadow. That's true. After he left, the killer went to the closet room to dry off, which was the office. We aren't quite sure if they went to any other room first, as there wasn't any kind of trial. That's false. Inside the office, they took Leona's horror manga and used it to dry off. Ona nie pisze horror mangi. It's false. Normally, paper wouldn't be that absorbent, but there was enough that it was able to dry everything off at the cost of ruining the manga. That's true. After drying off, the killer must have rejoined the group when we discovered the body. That's true. O nie, coś zjebałem. Co? Od samego początku? Nie wierzę. Od samego początku. Co? Od samego początku? To jest jakiś żart. Blunt trauma, the fall, the blood stain, untouched. Okay. By Zylat, that's true. She claims to have been trying to convince the demon to give her a surprise. That's false. Yeah, the blood she was sucking from. That's false. When I saw her leaving the aquarium from her, not possible. You're lying. That's true. That's true. O nie! Nie wierzę, muszę to od początku robić. Już zapomniałem, jak to było. Blunt trauma, the fall, the blood stain, untouched. To jest głupie akurat, powinien zrobić z checkpointa jakiegoś. The blood that's true. She claims to have been trying to convince no. That's false. In order to get the blood trauma, that's false. I saw her leaving the aquarium before. That's possible after a bit to convert the hour that that's You're lying. That's true. That's false. After the time. It's true, okay. Będzie ciężkie. After the murder, the killer heard Hunter coming, so they hid behind the stairs. That's true. Surprised and in a rush, Hunter bolted out and failed to notice who the person behind the stairs was and only saw a shadow. Surprised and in a rush, Hunter bolted out and failed to notice who the person behind the stairs was and only saw a shadow. That's true. After he left, the killer went to the closest room to dry off, which was the office. That's true. We aren't quite sure if they went to any other rooms first, as there wasn't any kind of trial. That's false, była woda. Inside of the office they took Leona's horror manga and used it to dry off. Wydaje mi się, że that's chyba o to chodzi, żeby to zrobić ten... And normally people wouldn't be... That's true. After drying off, the killer must have rejoined the group and discarded the body. That's true. Okay, serio przez to. So if we're talking about the events that after the murder, they were probably interrupted by Hunter and were able to halt all of the evidence. They were able to escape the detention by hiding behind the stairs, and Hunter was in too much rush to notice them. After he left, they snuck to the office and most likely didn't stop anywhere else first, as they left a trail. Outside of the aquarium was a trail of water that led to the office. Inside of the office, their killer most likely used Leona's manga to dry off, which I can imagine must have been very tedious considering they burned through the whole thing. After drying off, the manga was soaked, so they had to dump it into the trash can, leaving the manga completely destroyed. Once the manga was trashed, they must have rejoined the group to discover the body. But there's something you said that kind of stood out to me. You didn't just say the killer dried off any manga, you said they dried off with a horror manga. How would you know if it's a horror manga? I don't recall you being interested in Leona's manga, and I can't imagine any other time when you might have seen it. When the killer used the manga to dry off, it was completely ruined, leaving it 100% unreadable. How could you have possibly known the genre of any unreadable manga? That one contradicts. It's too injury to ignore, and considering all of the evidence that's been stacked up against you, I can say without a doubt that if the suspect is among us, it would be you. She makes a really good point. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you seriously gonna believe her? She's a goddamn moron, from crying out loud. You guys are trusting her to solve a murder? I mean, it makes sense for it to be you, and the clues aren't pointing towards anyone else. You were all along revealed to be lying. You were also revealed to be lying. Why would you lie if not to hide your involvement? Just give up, man. It was clearly you. You can't. There's no... May I laid out the facts, plain and simple. There's nobody else it could have been. I need to do it again. What? Not everyone is convinced. I don't even think he is convinced. I need to go over everything again so everyone can be confident that we solve it. So you want to go over the details of the crime again? Didn't you just do that? I need to do this for myself, for everyone here, and for Marie. I suppose we do have all the time in the world to do what you will. I need everyone to see the truth of this case. I'll go over every detail so you all can see who the true killer is without any doubt in your mind. I'll do it for myself, for everyone here, for August and for Marie. Climactic finale. It started when I told Marie about the escape hatch. She took it upon herself to use the hatch and get help for everyone. O, zrobili to. Ej, to jest cool, podoba mi się. To akurat spoko, że to zrobili. Postarali się. Znaczy, no, mogli tego nie rysować równie dobrze, jak właśnie postarali, to zrobili, więc nice. What she didn't know was that the killer had a similar plan and viewed her as a competition. The killer must have also known about the hatch, having found it on their own. The killer approached Marie, probably using an element of surprise in the dead of the night. They pushed Marie off the upper part of the aquarium. Boom! Marie fell to the bottom part of the aquarium. The angle she fell at must have made her land right on her head as it split the second she hit the ground. The killer most likely watched this as they realized they had become a murderer and that they would have to hide their crime. The killer hauled Marie's body to the upper level of the aquarium. From there, they threw her body in the tank, which must have gotten them soaking wet. Before killer was able to clean up their trail, they heard someone coming. Before that person could have arrived, they hid behind the stairs, blending into the shadows as best as they could. The person to come in was Hunter, who was immediately horrified by the body floating in the tank. As soon as he processed what was in the front of him, he dashed out of the aquarium to get everyone else. After the killer was sure he was gone, they snuck out themselves. The place they were going to was the office. In the office they found Leona's manga. Desperate for anything to dry off, they used the surprisingly absorbent paper to dry themselves off, which ruined the paper. As the drying off, the killer kept an eye on the hallway, looking for a place to join the crowd. Then along came Tamako. After meeting up with her, the killer was able to figure out an alibi to hide their own tracks. However, you got caught up in your own lies and were found out. The killer is you. Okay, that was weirdly no dramatic. August Clark, the super high-skeleton model. Bam! Everyone stares at August, who is sweating profusely and trying to sputter out some kind of sentence. You can't do this to me. You can't just send me to my death. But if we don't pick the right person, all of us die. You're the one that fucking killed her. Take responsibility for your actions. You can't do this to me. I can't die here. Not now. I can't believe I was involved in a murder plot. It wasn't my first time, of course, but exciting nonetheless. I'm not ready. Nobody ever is, but that doesn't matter because it's time to vote. Our keyboard pads all buzz and we pull them out. The screens have a 4x4 grid with the faces of everyone here. Everyone votes and Kirkma begins a drum roll. You all voted August Clark, anywhere? Correct! So it was really him. We were right. I'm glad we got it right, but I suppose this victory has a grim leaning. Are you really gonna execute him? Of course I will, but first, why don't hear from the man of the hour himself? I guess you want me to explain myself. That would be nice, yeah. So obviously I found the hatch. The one everyone's been looking for. I've known about it for a few days. It's like he's totally shifted. Well, what do you expect me to do? Deny it further? That's a bit late for that. Anyway, I knew about the hatch, but was sort of biding my time. I wanted to make sure I was ready first. I chose last night to make my escape. Unfortunately, I wasn't the only one. Mari was there, ready to go through, and I knew I had to do something about it, so I did. I intended to just throw her to take side and make it through before her, but before I knew it, I had thrown her off the side. You know, normally a fall like that wouldn't kill someone. It would hurt like hell, but it wouldn't kill ya. Guess I was just unlucky. The angle she hit the ground was just enough to crack her head open. I looked over the edge, expecting to see her unconscious, but instead it was her dead body in a pool of her own blood. And from there I resolved myself. I knew there wasn't enough time to get out, so I would have to escape using the other method. And you failed. Yeah, I failed. So what now? Do I get executed? Yeah, person! Alright, I guess. I suppose I buried my own grave when I killed her, huh? Hold on to your butts, kids! I'll be seeing you guys later. Actually, I guess I won't be. I have prepared a very special execution for Agus Clark, the surprise Clever model. This really sucks, huh? Being faced with your own death. Glad I won't have to do it again. Let's do this! It's punishment time! Agus Clark, the surprise Clever model, has been found guilty for the murder of Mary Fillet. Agus finds himself in a dark room. And lots of flashes of cameras and going off around him. There seems to be no end to the room, but there is no thing underneath him. Agus is standing on a red carpet. On the carpet are deep crimson bloodstains visible even on the scarlet ground. Agus apprehensively begins to follow the carpet designated patch. Agus slowly walks along the path, taking it step by slow step. The heat from camera flashes mixes with the heavy sense of dread, cause Agus' skin to get coated with a layer of sweat. Eventually, Agus reaches the end of the carpet. A guillotine stands in front of Agus. The camera flashes reflect off to the huge blade. It stands tall, a horrific monument of death staring Agus down. Agus stares at the guillotine in horror, terrified to take another step. But before he can take another step... Oh. Blood splatters on the carpet, staining it in an even deeper red. Eventually the flashes stop and the blood-stained carpet along with Agus' remains fade away. Aha, myślałem, że ktoś głowę pokaże. That's kiepska. So what did you think? Not bad for the first execution, don't you think? That was pretty bad. Jesus Christ. Such brutality. Are you fucking kidding me? They fucking multiplied him. What did you think of that twist at the end? I'm pretty proud of it, if I do say so myself. Proud? You're proud of that? How can you be so casual about killing someone? A, już jest nas mniej. Hey, jest nas mniej o jedną osobę. Hey, I feel sick to my stomach. That whole thing was gruesome. This is the second dead body I've seen today. Will I be seeing any more? I look around at people's faces. They are all terrified. I look back and forth, trying to make sense of the situation. They said that dreams are mind processing the information that you receive during the day. Dreams are what we use to cope with our everyday lives at the end of the day. It's how we make sense out of our lives. But what happens when things just don't make sense? What happens when things happen for no reason? When there is no apparent cause and effect? When there is no method to madness, nor a solution to the problem? What we are doing right now is trying to process what just happened. We are looking around a dreamlike state, trying to process the day we've had. We are trying to come up with a reason, a solution, an excuse. 2 people died today, one of them brutalized right before our eyes. What reason could there possibly be? So what happened when there is no sense to make sense of? Maybe that's where nightmares come from, which I suppose fits the situation we are in right now. satisfying. A nie będzie satisfying, jak to odpadnie ktoś, kogo lubię i to będzie smutne dopiero. Mam 3 osoby tutaj, które lubię i mam nadzieję, że nie umrą szybko. Chapter 1 end. Okej, koniec. Ile to zajęło? Godzinę 20, nie tak źle. Jak na... Nie jest to jakaś zbyt długa gra. Szczerze mówiąc. Co jest dobre po części, bo będę miał content, a co jest nie do końca dobre, bo złe, bo... Tak. To ja się z wami żegnam, cześć i do zobaczenia na następnym chapterze. Yes.